What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Rams him with the stiff arm. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Raiola. A little screen to the running back. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but we saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Just keep slinging it. Caught over the middle. It's Bonner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
To the air on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find... room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Using his legs, it's Moulton. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real, The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Fires on the move. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moulton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Huskers can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to Johnson. Fighting off the defender. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Hit hard just as he... Sit on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. falls to the ground incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Another incompletion on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Hands it off. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They boot it away on fourth down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Key. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. 2 set of downs after the completion. The run from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our...
Touchdown, Nebraska! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Key. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Going with the ground game left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for space. It's I. The Cornhuskers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Completes it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quick completion on the out route. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Might be changing the route. Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Huskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Raiola. The sure hands, it's Key. He's loose. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that. Throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They go to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll try the run. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Catch in the middle. It's Gill. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The run to the left. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Found the seam on the left. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Touchdown, Huskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this ball will be downed at around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Iowa! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end.
But forget that. We're going to
be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's key. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Looking for a gap. It's Parker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Rides to back and leaves it. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gill. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moulton. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. 2nd down, he'll throw it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Hawkeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing, even when he's covered.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Picks up the first down. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early.
Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does...